Man, okay, this is gonna be a multi-video, 10 minutes long. This is probably gonna be over 30 minutes long, easy. So whatever, I ain't even tripping. This is about to open up the floodgates. Okay, this one in particular is in response to a gentleman who I just saw. He had three. He did 3 things on gays and gospel music. What was his name? Okay, I don't remember his name, but I guess he's associated with ex-ministries, which is a whole nother thing I'm definitely gonna be getting into. So, man, wow. Okay, first let me say, what I'm really tripping off of right now is the fact that during the 3 messages, he had music playing in the background. And like, I don't know why people do like the whole music thing when you're doing speaking blogs. Like, I don't know. I mean, anyway, especially, you're associated with ex-ministries and like the whole thing about music and hip-hop and anyway, which is why I'm like so blown away, because you had J Moss, Kiki Sheard, Diedrich Haddon, and I would be very interested to hear what Craig Lewis has to say about them, because y'all so serious about this whole hip-hop stuff, which I actually agree with probably 95, 99, maybe even 100% of what's said. And Craig Lewis actually almost said it at one point when he talked about it. Hip-hop can't be redeemed and this and any other whatever, or if you were to redeem something, then it's different and it's not the same, and you would not use the name. Now, I even agree with that, which I find interesting, because the name should have never been used. And they are using it for the exact reason Craig Lewis said. It's about money. That's the bottom line. But the funny thing is how you're on the hip-hop bandwagon making money yourself, even in attacking it, be it all good or whatever. But just like you guys are saying, if something's done in the wrong spirit for the wrong reason, then anyway, that's a whole nother video blog. I've already went off of my subject that I intended to make this video, but I've watched all this stuff just back to back, so it's just there. But this is just mind-blowing to me, because the so-called Christian gospel artists that sound so much like worldly R&B, that's not being attacked? Really? What's the difference? There isn't one. And these other gospel artists who are making things and trying to dance and trying to do this or whatever, it's about money. Definitely ain't about ministry. It's about money, because they're in a business with a record label running a show. Now, when I see some Christian artists pull a Master P and have their own business, and maybe just get with somebody for the point of distribution, then we can talk. Because everybody serving somebody, and it's about a bottom line dollar. But for some reason, the only people that's being attacked are the so-called hip-hop people? Really? Because even the world tired of them. Like you said, you showed a video of little boys saying, that's not cool. Duh. Even the world is... There are a lot of people in the world that are tired of rap and tired of all the stuff associated with hip-hop, especially the youth. But anyway, okay, let's get to this gay thing. That's 5 minutes off. Totally true and sad. I thought I was the only person that was on that tip, because it is disgusting and sad. Even though, you need to do some more research or something, because last I heard, Donnie McClurkin already came out, gave his testimony, or the whole 9 yards, and addressed it. So you should be applauding him if I'm correct, and that's what he's done, already addressed it. So, but as far as the other people, and as far as that WMA or whatever, that workshop and all that stuff, I totally agree, and it's unfortunate. And with that being said, again, all this energy going into other external things, like you mentioned, James Cleveland. I too, from my youth, already and heard and knew about that. And you turn on the TV. How many years Bobby Jones been on TV? What, did ex-ministries start to? And maybe it ain't your responsibility. Maybe it wasn't your call and to deal with that. But when y'all go really clean house, because hip hop just came within the last few years for the church. That's recent. And like you said, just put the name hip hop on anything and it's selling, even if it's anti. So, you want to address the gay thing? Because gay people got some pull and some power and some whole other stuff, and there's more of that going on in churches that even frown against hip hop, but they got the gay issue. And that's on the Stellas and like he mentioned and said, it's everywhere. But we can't talk about that, because that kinda is part of the problem. Because you will have young men leave the church because they see a bunch of gay people in it. And what do they go to if they leave the church? Oh, look, it's the world in hip hop. Well, I might as well do that, because in the church they ain't got no problem with gays. And I don't mean no problem with them as far as, oh, loving them while they in their sin. No. You put them up in the pulpit for leadership positions. Like ain't nothing wrong. Don't even address it. They ain't talking about their testimony. They ain't pulling nobody out. They ain't helping nobody. So, who's doing more damage? Hip hop or the gays in the church? Who's doing more damage? Hip hop or the hypocrites that's living off a tradition? Y'all, and they really still out for a buck. Bottom line, y'all want to talk about hip hop is for this, hip hop is for that, hip hop is about rebellion, hip hop is this, hip hop, all these negative things, as if those negative things wasn't already in the church. Already there, already drove people out, already drove people away, because they looked and saw the hypocrites sitting right up in the church. You talking about don't do this, you talking about don't do that, but y'all want to address the mess right in your face. And all of a sudden, the youth of the world start acting crazy, and the children who aren't being raised, aren't being supervised, aren't being talked to at all in the church in the 80s, all of a sudden they have another culture to go to, because they're left to go to the world, because you're not even paying attention to them in the church. So now all of a sudden, oh, let's attack them because they found something else to do, as if it's not your fault. Responsibility, last time I checked, fell on the man. So the men that are in leadership positions in the church, woe to you, because somebody dropped the ball for real. And let's not go there with the women who love to speak so vividly and bluntly, because come on, they sure ain't saying nothing about the homosexual men. Matter of fact, some of them actually marry them. They ain't saying nothing about all the other stuff going on in the church. Matter of fact, they was too busy trying to sleep with the ministers of music and the preachers and the pastor and all that. So, yeah. Anyway, this is just part one.